Okay, I think it's recording. Um, Sorry, I'm in the SU, so it might be a little loud. Okay, basically what I did is um, added a bunch of new variables here that were used for stuff. I can explain that, I guess, later down here. Um, Used a linked list. Basically, actually, I guess I can explain right now as well. Basically, I used an array to store all the information. So, like, anytime, like the first time a student comes through, um, their information gets put into the array, and the amount of times that been they've been tutored gets put into the array as well. Um, Let me look here. The linked list is basically what is used um, for the order of it. So anytime someone's like in the waiting room, then that student will be added to the linked list, and it will, like the linked list will be in order of who's front. So not all the students will be in the linked list because it's just the ones that are currently waiting. So that's why I had to have a separate data structure to just hold all the information, if that makes sense. Um, let's see. I declared the head up here for it just as a global variable. You did that one. Check thread, I think. Yeah. Okay, this is this new student that the array uses, basically just to see if that student has come in before. If they haven't, then it will just return 0, but it will be used to add them or just to like know whether or not they're there. Um, let's see, student process. I think I might have changed something in here. Let me look. Maybe not. Oh no, I think I did. Where was it? Long. I did this line. That was just basically I did like a sort of like a global variable almost. So like anytime the student comes through, it changes the global variable to that. So then on the coordinator process, it just takes the one from the global variable, and then when the new student comes in, this variable will refresh based on the thread ID. So you got your mutex log here. Okay, yeah, this is what I added. Basically, what it's doing is it just checks if like the student is new, and if it is new, it just initializes their like spot in the array. I think I need to update some of the array stuff as well. I need to work on that a bit more tonight. So I wouldn't worry about the finite stuff of the array and the linked list too much right now. I kind of just need help for now getting the student process to call the coordinator process and the coordinator to call the tutor. Or actually, I want to go student to coordinator, and then probably I guess it doesn't really matter, but it just has to somehow get to tutor after that. Um, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. It's not a very good video. It's kind of rushed. Um, but yeah, don't worry about this, like the arrays too much in the linked list. There's still some, I think, details of it that need to be worked out. It's just getting them like the stuff in order for the thread so I can check it. Because I don't have much error testing right now because I don't understand how to get the threads to call each other. I'm still kind of confused by that. Um, okay, let's see. Tutor process. I definitely changed some stuff in here as well. I just added. Uh, bu- 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 Maybe I didn't. Let me check real quick. Oh yeah, I did. Basically, basically this function here, it would just tell you like, it just gets all the information for the student that's at the top of the list. So, um, this this long integer, SID stands for student ID, and this will basically be the ID of the student that the tutor needs to choose. And the rest of the step just kind of updates the linked list and updates the array based on them being there. Um, yeah, so like I don't know how to get the tutor process here to specifically like run the student with this ID. Um, Maybe you know how. I'm not really too sure how to specifically get it to do that. Um, I have some functions here that just it's for the linked list stuff, just for adding nodes and like for like the organization of just like changing the order of stuff. Here's the coordination one that I wrote out. I have the sem weight, like you said. I'm confused how they're all supposed to run together a bit. Um, let's see. It locks it here, adds the number of tutor requests, like just total from the students. Um, I just made this one here, just I think in case I wanted to use it for later. I don't know if I ever actually did, just so I don't have to write out this whole thing again every time. Just right here, it checks the size of the linked list. If the length, like it'll just loop through, right? And so if count equals 0, the one that I showed, if it still equals 0 at the end, that's already null. Then it's empty, so it just adds a node to an empty linked list, which the process is a little different. And then otherwise, it will add the node to the correct place. And so like these two functions that I have here are the functions that it calls it up here. Add node empty and add node. So the add node will add the new node in the correct place that it's supposed to be. And also, oh, by the way, the nodes. Let me check. Where is it? Oh, here it is. The nodes just hold the previous one and the one before it and the one after it in the list. And it has the number of times tutored and each student's ID in it. That's kind of just probably important for the concept of what I'm going for here. See, that checks the size of it, does those things, and then locks it again. Let's see. Then what we do is actually I might not have that lock. I might have to move the lock down here. The problem is like it doesn't actually ever go into the coordinator one, so I don't know whether or not it's working yet. But this might have to be moved down right before the print statement here. I'll have to do that later. Okay, let's see. Find the place of the. Okay, so all this next part here is literally just stuff to get information for this printf. So this will loop through and find like the current student, like what their place is in the queue. This one just finds like just the number of students that are in the queue total, and then it should hopefully correctly printf here in this line, and then exits the thread. Main. I think I had to do this sort of weird kind of way of like, I don't know, linked lists are really annoying in C because you have to like allocate like memory location to them. So for whatever reason, this was the only way I could get it to work. Kind of a nightmare. None of the rest of it should be any different. But yeah, basically, in summary, I need your help. For now, getting student to call coordinator, and then for either to go back to student and then call tutor, or just go from straight to coordinator to tutor. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions. I can use my phone to message on Discord, but I won't be able to get to my computer for a few hours. Thank you.